We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We've got an interesting special episode of Mike G in the Morning program. Philly Chris will be joining me in person here in a few minutes. We have a special guest, Rabbi Noff, who's going to be joining us. He was recently over in Israel. He does a whole lot of work, and he's going to talk to us about what he's seen over there on the ground. It looks like Rabbi Noff is popping in. Let me try to get him into the studio. Okay.
Thank you. Ian, Mike?
I think we've got Rabbi Noff over here. Forgive us for kind of doing this on the fly over here. Okay. He's got to turn his camera on.
Might need to turn your camera on, Rabbi.
He probably needs to hang up the phone with you in order to use his camera. No?
Oh. Might have to hang up on the call. I'll hang up and then we should be able to see you there, okay?
It's okay. Good thing we're not live or anything, right, folks? Philly Chris is working technical support over here. And what happened to that producer guy? Didn't we have a producer?
Did we? Not sure.
I think we just pretended to have a producer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rabbi Noff is here, but we need to figure out how to get him into the studio using this format. Let's see, right here.
Try it out.
Guests. Oh, he's gone.
It's gone.
And he's gone. Oh, this will be interesting, folks.
Live show, right?
Yeah, so I wonder if anybody had a chance to watch any of the debate last night. Seen quite a bit of that on the news. Vivek went out there and said that they're doing it all wrong and that Rogan and Musk and Tucker Carlson should have been the moderators. Interesting point. And he's saying that the RNC has failed its constituents, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about that whole thing? Did you get to catch any of the debate?
It was pretty interesting. And, you know, Vivek is interesting to listen to because he is kind of a little bit more Trump-like and you know, going a little bit more aggressive with everything. So I find it pretty interesting to listen to him. I'm still not 100% sure about him, but, you know, but it's fascinating to see that Trump isn't even taking part in the debates. You know, it tells a lot about his approach and, you know, where he's at with everything anyway. So
do you think it's a good move or a bad move, though?
You know, it's interesting he's doing that. I think it's actually probably a good move because I don't know how the debates would really benefit him. And he's got such a large base right now. To go out there and, you know, acknowledge these people as running mates when, you know, for the most part, they're really not. You know, maybe it's a better move to do what he's doing. I think it's historic in some ways, you know, what he's doing. So
here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
It's disappointing as a viewer because Trump on a debate stage is one of the most wildly entertaining things ever.
This is true.
Not even just in terms of debates. I mean, that's easy, right?
Right.
It's easy to be the most entertaining debater of all time. But
that's true.
It's one of the most entertaining things, period.
Right.
You can watch Trump on a debate stage ripping everybody apart.
Mm-hmm.
So it's disappointing in that regard. I do see how you can say that there's nothing to be gained.
Yeah.
And he can only become worse off from it, right?
Right.
It's almost like risk reward type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But people know where he stands on a lot of these issues, and it's not like they're really going to say, "Oh, I had no idea that Donald Trump stood for that. Now I'm going to vote for him." They have a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I mean, he's been doing it for. Well, he was president, obviously, so people kind of know where he stands with everything. He's been quite vocal, so. To put himself in the same category with these other folks.
DG's in trouble. She says, "Help, Scott."
Hey now, DG.
DG, Dag Nabbit, Rita.
Good to see everybody.
Everybody checking in.
Yeah.
We're waiting on Rabbi over here. Chris was on the phone with him when I got started. It looks like he had popped in, and now he's no longer in.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll just text him to try to click on it again.
Yeah. Well, that'd be nice.
Yeah, he sounds like an interesting guy. Just over in Israel and had some thoughts to share with us about what's going on.
Why don't you go ahead and tell everybody how this started, how this came about?
Oh, yeah. Was at a deli in the nearby area. And a Jewish deli had some really good food over there, and was checking things out. And he happened to come in, and he was standing next to me. And we started having a conversation and found out that he was literally just over in Israel helping with what happened, after the strike against them, I guess I would say. So we started talking, and he's quite involved as a rabbi in Baltimore, and involved with several groups, and had some good information to share, about his perspective on what's going on between Israel and Palestine and Hamas, and the overall political landscape involving that situation. And so we got him to agree to come on, but we're having some technical difficulty, but we are on the road, as everybody knows. So doing a live show, these things happen, I guess, right, Mike?
Scott says if Trump joined the debates, he'd only be a pincushion for the other candidates. Trump has a 4-year track record, so that says it all.
That's a good point.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, he's not even there, and people can't stop talking about him, right?
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, that's a good point.
That would be like a college drinking game, where every time somebody brings up Trump, you got to take a drink.
Yeah,
you're watching these
shot,
debates
right?
Where he's not there.
Yeah, they can't let it go. They probably would be better off not talking about him, but
Yeah, with that, do you think that's the right strategy for somebody who is looking to get the nomination, is to just not talk about him?
To some degree, because I think there's not much they can say or compare themselves to, especially after he was a president and he had such a good track record. So, and his base is just.
They look
strong.
a little desperate when they start bringing him up all the time. It's like every time they get the opportunity to talk, they want to bring up Trump, and they want to try to rip on Trump, and everything's all about him. Do they look kind of weak when they do that?
I think so. Yeah. You raise a good point, Mike. It does kind of make them look that way. And
Pence is gonzo. I'm absolutely shocked, for one. I thought that
he was going to pull through.
Yeah. He said he was going to be the next president of the United States very confidently. So
typical.
I thought for sure that he was going to go all the way.
Yeah, I know a lot of people love him.
What shocks me is that Chris Christie is still up there.
Yeah, that is pretty shocking. I know we were talking about that last night a little bit. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, I guess they're doing it for exposure. They all have to know that their chances of, unless something, God forbid, happened to Trump, forget about it, right?
Yeah, but even if something did, if Trump were not an option, Chris Christie is not winning that nomination.
Yeah, exactly. That's 100%.
He's not winning the nomination.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's up there.
No matter what.
Yeah. Well, I think it was pretty funny. Didn't at one point when people were booing him, I don't know if that was last night or another one recently, and then he was taking it all in, and then he said it reminded him of home or something. I thought it was an odd comment, because it's like, okay, even the people.
Everybody hates me.
Right.
People hate me everywhere I
go. Just like my home state. So, I guess he doesn't really care.
Joke's on you. Nobody likes me anywhere.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Right at home.
I'm just going to keep putting myself out here.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah.
But if nobody on that stage could run for one reason or another, and nobody else in the country wanted to run, then maybe he would have a chance. But even still, do you think that if, let's say, in some bizarro world, he were the nominee, would you be able to bring yourself to vote for him?
Christie? No. I don't really care for him. I think I mentioned to you recently, one of the things that stands out, I'm sure there's other things, but I remember when he closed the beaches down and he was sitting on the beach with his family in I think the New Jersey shore there, and, typical hypocritical fashion, what's good for, him, or,
He sort of embodies that stereotypical conservative, the bad reputation that conservatives have, with the stereotype that is, I think today, largely unwarranted, because if you look at the modern conservative, they're really all about freedom and government hands off and everything like that. But when you look back historically, it seems that the perception is that conservatives want to take away your freedom and no fun, no this, no that, that sort of thing, right?
Right.
think back to like even like our parents' generation. They looked at conservatives like they were the uptight ones and wanted to control everybody and everything like that.
Yeah.
But he reminds me of someone who actually embodies that.
Yeah, that's
Too
true.
much government control, and
Yeah.
he's all about it. And
He's in
I
the-
know what's best for you, sort of thing.
Right, right.
Uh,
Jersey seems to like that, I guess.
Dagnabbit says, "Good, Christie or Biden?" Good question, Christie.
Yeah,
or Biden.
Christie.
Yeah, good question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who would you vote for, Christie or Biden? Did anybody ever see a movie called Brewster's Millions? I hope you've seen a movie called Brewster's Millions. I don't want to spoil anything, but the premise of the movie, and this is really, Chris and I watched this the other day. It's really a perfect example of how they don't make them like they used to. But Brewster's Millions is a movie starring Richard Pryor and John Candy. And the whole premise of the movie is that Brewster is a minor league pitcher who's towards the end of his career, and he finds out that he's got a great uncle who was very wealthy, died, and Brewster's his only living heir.
Mm-hmm.
And so he gives Brewster a choice in his will. He could either take $1 million, which is the wimp clause, or he could take a challenge where he has to spend $30 million within 30 days and have nothing to show for it. So he can't accumulate any assets, he can't buy properties, even vehicles and stuff like that. He can't be worth anything when that 30 days is over. And there's a bunch of different conditions that go along with it. But if he's successful and he's able to spend the 30 million in 30 days, then he inherits 300 million. So Brewster goes to take on the challenge, and one of the things that he does is he runs for office, and his whole campaign is to vote for none of the above. Don't vote for me, don't vote for anybody. And that's a way that you can spend a lot of money, is by campaigning for nobody.
Right.
But if Christie versus Biden were the ticket, then I think that I would vote for none of the above. The Brewster's Millions, none of the above.
I think that's the only appropriate answer there, Mike. Yeah.
Or maybe that would be a situation where you get a good third-party candidate who maybe shakes things up, but it's probably Biden ends up winning. I can't see any. What if RFK Jr. is running, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to take more people away from Trump's side or Biden's side? What do you think?
Well, he's an interesting one because he could take people, maybe from both to some degree.
He's a traditional Democrat, right?
He's running independent, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's interesting to listen to. I do agree with some of the things that he's been talking about, and
he is not pro-gun.
Well, that I don't agree with. Yeah, that's a problem. But I almost see it kind of being split a little bit. Like he might pull some people from the Trump side, probably more from Biden side. But
you think more from the Biden side?
Maybe.
I think more from the Trump side.
You think so? Okay. Yeah.
This day and age, sure. I don't think there are enough old school Democrats out there, and I think that some Trump people may in fact be old school Democrats because Donald Trump is not really a Republican. No matter what the media says, no matter what these people shout at him that he's some extreme right person, he's definitely not.
Yeah.
You look at his policies, you look at his track record. He's more conservative than what we see on the other side.
Yeah.
But he's not any kind of traditional conservative or anything of that nature.
Right.
He does have a lot of moderate to left policies. So.
Yeah.
If you're just going strictly by policies, stances, and everything like that, then a traditional Democrat would be pro-Trump. Of course, it's not that simple because a lot of people can't stand his personality. They don't like his attitude and everything like that. So it's not strictly about his policies.
That's true.
And so some of those people who are traditional Democrats may never vote for him just based on that, based on the fact that he is the Donald Trump. Dag Nabbit says, do you think Joe Manchin might run as an independent now that he won't seek re-election for Senate? I don't think so. I don't see him doing that. Do you?
See the question again. I think Joe Manchin might run on independent.
Manchin's not seeking re-election.
Okay.
So
I don't think so. Yeah, I'd agree with you.
I wouldn't see him doing that.
Yeah.
Do you think he gets any traction?
I think it'd be hard for him to, and I guess that's why I was thinking with RFK, like, maybe the reason he wouldn't pull so many people from the Trump side is like people are just so, either you're so Trump or you're, like I don't think he would pull people away from Trump in a way, you know what I mean? But he is more like Trump with some of the policies. So
I don't think he's pulling anybody away from Biden either, though.
Yeah,
right?
maybe not. I don't know. Although I do see the left starting to rally behind him.
He's half of a dino, right?
Yeah,
they say Rhino is a Republican in name only. He's pretty much a Democrat in name only.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Republicans like him because for all those years, he was somebody who was a Democrat and counts towards their tally, but you could count on him to block certain things, vote with the Republicans on certain things.
That makes sense.
And with him not seeking re-election, from what I understand, it's entirely likely that will become a Republican seat. They're not going to vote for any old Democrat who fills in there.
Right.
The only reason he kept winning was because he was Joe Manchin. That's it. And people were familiar, people liked him, people knew they could depend on him to not be too far on the left or anything like that, because that won't fly in West Virginia.
Do you think Biden will still be on the ticket? Do you think anything's going to come of all this other stuff in the news? Oh, yes. Do we have Rabbi? Oh, we might have him there.
Hello, everybody. Rabbi Noff.
How are you?
Good, good. How you doing?
Thank you so much for having taken the time to be on our program.
I'm together with Berus Chaverim. You see Berus? This is
hello.
Berus.
Hi. How you doing?
He's my best friend.
Oh, nice to meet you. Yeah, thanks so much for joining. We kind of did a little bit of an introduction about you earlier and let people know we were just having some technical issues, but we're glad you were able to join us on the program. So welcome.
So ladies and gentlemen, Rabbi Noff is with us. Rabbi Noff is a chaplain judge. He's a member of the RCA, which is the Rabbinical Council of America, and a judge. He has a humanitarian organization in Baltimore helping all kinds of people. And we're really glad to have him on the program today. Rabbi, thank you again for joining us. We understand that you were recently in Israel and you're now back in the States. Could you tell us a little bit about what you understand about the attacks?
We are American, and we are American citizen. And my grandson, Gabriel, had a bar mitzvah in Sukkot. Sukkot is one of the 3 holidays that we have. We have 3 major holidays in the Jewish law. One of them is Passover, that we came out of Egypt. The second one is Chag Shavuot, is the time that we received the Torah from Sinai by Moses 4,000 years ago. And the third one is Sukkot, is the holiday that we go out of the house and we celebrate also that we came out of Egypt. And this is the day, the week that the war, the Palestinian, not the Palestinian, God forbid, I should not say Palestinian because they are very nice and beautiful people. I'm not talking about the Palestinian, but I'm talking about the Hamas, the Daesh, they decide to choose one of the 3rd major holiday to come and slaughter families, kids, and to do something that if somebody don't fight with you, you don't touch him, to come to private people's house and to break the doors and to do something that never since God created from the 6th day that we see God create the world, we never heard that something like this tragedy ever happened, to slaughter people's head, put them on the table, kill people, burn people's houses, special to people that help those people. Continue.
So you think that this is one of the worst that you've ever seen, if not the worst you've ever seen?
I don't think, I know history very good. And since God created the world, never happened something like this. And if you ask me why, because if you have enemy, they want to kill you, it's okay. But if your wife wake up during the night and pull up knife and kill you, this is the worst things can ever happen to you. Those people, We open the border every day for them with no security, with no gun, with nothing. Let them into the country, pull up money, work nicely, get food, get clothing, whatever they need. And we felt very comfortable with them. And that's what happened.
And apparently there are kidnappings that took place as well. Do you know anything about anything on that side?
You see, kidnapping, it's if they just come to the country and kidnap people, okay, they take the people, they can call and we want this, we want that, negotiation. But when you come and before you kill, you take up the husband, you kill up the wife, you kill up the parents, and you take the kids, this is not considered kidnapping.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when you kidnap, you do something with ideal in order to get something from it. Maybe from 10%, 1% we can understand this. But to come and to come to go to a room and kill 70% and choose 3 years old to take him that you don't know if he's gonna drink milk or who's gonna take his diaper, who's gonna take care of him, to separated mother from kids, this is not considered kidnapping. It's considered that you are a very, very a crucial person, that you have no manner. We're living in a world that we should have manner for each other, love for each other. Not to come to do stuff like this, it doesn't make sense. What they did over there, it doesn't make sense that this organization should stay in our border. When you have a neighbor, you need to know the neighbor is legit. When somebody do something wrong, the police make sure all the neighbor know who is the neighbor living next to them. We cannot live with people that allow him to come to Israel, and we did so much for them, and they come and kill us.
Now, here's a question though. Israel is obviously, though it's a small country, it's known as a force to be reckoned with regard to its military and regard to its defense systems. And I have a friend who's telling me something along the lines of if they got a fly that comes across that border into their airspace, they're going to know about it. So, a question that a lot of people have is how did Israel not know about this? How is it possibly a surprise?
You see, you asking a beautiful question that everybody that at least a little bit brain, he has this question. The Mossad and the army of Israel is so strong. How come it was not defense? How come Israel, nobody knew about it, that this is coming? This is your question?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the question you asked? Okay.
That's the question.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So I'll answer you. For many years, we try to create a friendship with the Palestinian that we want to build them up. For example, a couple of weeks ago, Israel gave trucks and cars for them in order to do security for their own city, for Gaza. All these cars, they use it to come to Israel with machine gun to kill us. We don't want to put heavy security on the border like they are. We put them again in jail. We create a friendship. Israel write them a very heavy check every month. I want you to know all the gas that the Gaza has is come from Israel. The water coming from Israel, the best water we give them. We give them food. We send them trucks after trucks every day, produce, milk for many years. And Israel pay from the Israeli people, they pay taxes. Israelis send for them to live a good life. Every day, 50,000 Palestinians come to Israel. 20, 30 years ago, when they come to Israel, they used to work $50 a day, $30 a day. Today, when they come to work in Israel, they put nice gel, they take nice shower in the morning, they come on the border, they come to Israel, they go to the houses, They don't say, I want to work for $100 a day. They ask, what need to be done? This. Okay, 2,000 shekel, 600, $700. They work 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, two people, they take $700, they leave. Nobody bothered them. They don't pay taxes on this money. Nobody from the Israeli border says, excuse me, you work in Israel, how much you made today? Pay 10% taxes. They go back to the city. Israel give them money. What they should do with money? Education, be happy, celebration. In order to live like a human being, they use the money to build up tunnel, to build up city, to build up underground in order from there to kill the Jew. When we give you money to build up the country, use the money for good cause. You understand? And that's why Israel was not ready to understand that with people that we feed, people we give them money. And I want you to know, we love the Palestinian people. I repeat, and I'm a judge, I'm a rabbi. We love the Palestinian. We have 2 million Palestinians inside of Israel. And I want you to know, in Israel, small apartment could cost $1 million. The houses that Palestinians live in Israel is millions of dollars, the best property. We eat with them, we work with them, we hug them, we go to the weddings. Most of the doctors in the hospital in Israel, in Tel Aviv, in every city, they are Arab. My kids, they are doctors. They went to Israeli school. They went together in the same school with Arab. Don't get mistake. We love the Muslim. We love the Palestinian. We love people that obey the Quran. We give respect to people that give respect to the prophet of the holy Muhammad. We give all respect to them. We love them. You cannot be Hamas and stand up and take money from Israel and to live in Qatar on different country and not to think about your own people and collect millions of money, put it in your accounts, and then come kill people on the borders. This is not all about 2023 to build up a place for people to live. Palestinian people, they live in Gaza, they have the right to live nice. They have the right to send to kids to get education. They have rights to have a good income. They don't have over there social security. They don't have licensed driver. You can see on YouTube and every place, they give them to drink, to drive donkeys. What 23 donkeys over there doing? Need to be think change. You cannot be a leader and make you people sitting in a school, and down of the school you have bombs that you can destroy city with this. You can destroy country. Shifa, all this hospital, there is ammunition inside in down ground that you can take over all Israel. And kids and sick people on top of it sitting and learning. This is not the way to build relationship between two places. And this need to be stopped and gone and done. Those people should be out of the area over there. And Arab, they are having respect. Look, the Saudi. I have a lot of Saudian friends. I have a lot of people from Qatar. We have a lot of friends from the Emirates. We have a lot of friends from Dubai. Look what class they are. You know, Abraham had 2 kids. One of them was Isaac and one of them Ishmael. Ishmael, before he died, he became very religious. And he's son of Abraham. And look those people in Qatar, how nice people they are. Quality. Look at the people in Egypt. Sisi, all the people in Egypt. Gorgeous, wonderful Arab people. We love them. But you cannot be a Hamas, sit on the border and teach the kids all day, let's kill the Jew, let's kill the Jew, let's kill the Jew. This cannot continue that we have a neighbor that we write them check every month from Israeli taxes, and they're going to come on the border and kill us. We want to live with neighbor that we are comfortable with them. We let them into the country, let them make money, let have peace. And you see now how Israel very careful to take all the people They are citizens. Make sure they go out. God bless Biden. God bless him. He sent a lot of stuff in Israel to protect us. God bless him. And God bless the government of United States and the people of United States. Every synagogue, every Jew, not Jew, everybody sending money, everybody helping. Because people know that in 75 years, we build a country that technique, high-tech, nice, all over the world, not happen that in 75 years that we build such a beautiful country. Look at Gaza. They're not building anything. All the day they're thinking how to kill the Jew. Between Gaza and Egypt, you can take all United States and build high rises over there, so much land. Why are you sitting and killing and thinking how to do underground? Why the money go to buy ammunition from Iran, to buy ammunition from Syria, to smuggle? Why everything should be ammunition? Why you guys cannot put your head for education for your kids? To be happy, to worship God, go to the mosque. You are Muslim, God bless you. Pray to God, be spiritual, live a spiritual friendship with us.
Now, you were saying that the Palestinians come over to Israel and they work. Is it sort of similar to like living in New Jersey and going to work in Manhattan and New York? Is that what's going on over there?
Even less, closer than that.
Really?
In New Jersey is a border, and right away in the morning they come, they show the passport. They don't have passport, they have some paperwork between them, and they go inside. They make sure, and you know what? They come to Israel, and this Hamas saw everything.
We lose him. We're getting censored.
You understand?
Oh, there he is.
Oh, yeah, you popped out for a second. So what
The
were you
rabbi
saying?
don't go. No, the rabbi is not going no place.
Ah.
The rabbi love you.
Yeah. So you
The
said
rabbi
that they
not
just have to
going
show
no
some
place.
paperwork?
But you know what? Sometimes a telephone coming in, and I'm trying to, you know.
No,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
good.
okay, thank you.
You look good. So you said that they just have to show some paperwork and they let them in?
They let them in. We feel comfortable with them. And they come before they start working. We give them breakfast. We ask them about the family, how they're doing, and their work. And always they're fighting on the job. Always they want to finish fast. Or I need to go. Always the price they finish with them. No, we thought like this. Now it's difficult. Give me more. We give them. Money is not the subject. We know they need help. We help them. You
We got a
understand?
listener, Rabbi. We have a listener who's asking. I wonder if the rabbi thinks Israel should take back the Gaza Strip in order to protect themselves from enemies.
We don't take nothing. We don't need Gaza. We're not there to take anything. We are there to save our kids. We don't want 3 years old to see that the slaughter is the head of the father next to him. And we don't want to see that people come and before they kidnap, they rape the woman next to the mother and the kids. We don't want to see these things. And we don't need Gaza. We pray to God that somebody will come and take over and take everything. The Egyptians don't want him. Lebanon don't want him. Jordan don't want him. I don't know if God wants them. I don't know who they are, you know. But
What is the solution, Rabbi?
we don't want those people. These people, Hamas, they are only problems. We don't need them. You understand?
How do the people?
I'm not talking about the Palestinian. I'm making myself very clear.
Yeah.
And I make myself very clear. We have nothing to do against the Palestinian.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
Israel, I believe the Jewish good heart, after we take the Hamas out and we take care of all those people that came with gun and kill us, I'm sure and I believe the mercy of the Jewish people will open up the border again and help the Palestinians to build themselves. As you see, every day over 100 trucks coming with food, coming with drink, coming with medicine, and everybody in the world trying to help. I'm repeating myself, and do not cut this, what I'm saying now. Israel not against the Palestinian. There is 2 million Palestinian over there, and there is 2 million Palestinian inside of Israel. We love the Palestinian. We want to see them coming back to work in Israel. If they're going to be nice and forget about what Hamas was believing to kill the Jew will give them job again and will make sure they are okay and healthy and making money. And if they want to go to Israeli college, there is many beautiful, gorgeous Arab judges. There is a beautiful, gorgeous Arab doctors that I trust them. Many times I was not feeling well in Israel when I was there. I went to the hospital. The doctor was Arab. He took care of me like a brother. So I'm making myself clear. There is two issues here. There is Hamas and there's the army that I'm sure the own people, Palestinians, don't like them. But they've been taking care of the people over there the way they want. And it's nothing to do with Israel. Israel will make sure the Palestinian living and having a good life over there, but not with the people that living to have a weapon and kill people. And we're gonna see a light in the tunnel that Israel, in a minute they see the Hamas is over, is gonna be a light for the Palestinian and for the Jewish people and for the Arab world. Because I'm sure the Arab world very embarrassed for what these people did. I'm sure Saudi, they're not comfortable to see kids' head taken off. I'm sure that Qatar don't like this. I'm sure that every Arab country, they don't like to see what they did over there. Now, I'm not representing Israel. I live in America. I'm American citizen. I'm not representing Israel, but I'm representing God as a rabbi, as a judge, as a spiritual man, as a citizen. As a citizen of Israel, I'm holding Israeli passport. I represent the people of Israel that we don't want to see people that we support them and that are among us in the police department, in the government. We have a lot of people in the government, UDA and different ones. I was there, I was asking them, we spoke in the Knesset, they're with us, and we love them. And they have opinion, that's the opinion, we say our opinion, but they don't come with gun and kill us in the Knesset. You have something, you have different opinion, come and speak, come and talk. Don't come with gun when 5,000 people celebrating in the park and you go and you kill people like they're Cacaracho. It doesn't go like this. They didn't do you nothing, you cannot touch them. You understand?
Yeah, I understand that you said that they weren't ready for it because it didn't seem like anything this could happen, that the relations were excellent at the time, or at least
relation is never excellent.
Okay.
But what they did, even relationship is not excellent, is not accepted, that you go on the street and you shoot people.
No,
some
I
things is not accepted.
How I don't think that we quite nailed down how exactly this was able to happen with Israeli Defense Forces being so capable, right? With them just coming in like that.
Can I ask you a question? Ramadan is the most holy month for the Muslim. And God bless them. And Ramadan Kareem, we respect them. And when Ramadan come, when they come to Israel, we make sure when they come to work, we don't give them a lot of work. We let them rest. We understand it's Ramadan. How are you going to feel that in the Holy Land in Jerusalem, in the Kotel, upstairs used to be the house of God, And if you look at the Bible, King Solomon built the house of God over there 3,000 and something years ago. And now happen to be there upstairs 50,000, 40,000 Palestinian over there every Friday. They go every day, they pray over there. Nobody bothered them. How they're going to feel that Israeli will come to upstairs in a Ramadan where they're fasting, and we come with machine gun and we kill 4,000, 5,000 of them in 2-3 hours? Does anybody in the world will be quiet? Or everybody say, what the Jew did? How come nobody condemn and say, excuse me, what's going on here? War, not war. What is this to come and kill in 1 or 2, 3 hours and ruin so many thousands of people? What is this? Nobody say nothing. What happens if we do this to them? What the world gonna say? How come nobody? And the demonstrating come to every city. You see the Palestinian demonstrating. Israeli do something bad in Gaza. Okay, show me one Palestinian stand up and say, "Excuse me, guys, who give you permission to go to people while they're sleeping in the houses with pajama, pull up weapons and kill them? They did anything to you? They came to fight with you? Nobody say nothing." And you know what? I was in Israel for 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You should see thousands of missiles on top of houses and buildings. And you know what? 9 million people in a minute need to go shelter. Kids, from 9 million people, already 3 million having panic attack. How are you going to feel in Philadelphia that you sit in downtown Philadelphia, sitting in Starbucks, and you hear the sirens, and then you see a missile flying on your head? You might going to get some happy birthday from them,
Sure.
How are you going to feel? How come nobody say
I would appreciate that.
all Israel from one side to another side is 3 minutes in aeroplane? You take aeroplane one side from Israel to the end, couple minutes you finish. It's such a small country. How are you going to feel that 15,000 missiles go on your head?
Now,
how come nobody
but
say, "Hey guys, what's going on here"?
But they have serious systems in place to prevent them from going down for those reasons, right?
Listen, I can prevent, but you should not do it. It doesn't mean if I can prevent you from killing me, you need to come and shoot me.
No, I got
preventing.
that.
We cannot live. We cannot live with a point that we can prevent it, so we can live. We cannot run economy. We cannot run. See, people in Israel, they have mortgages. They have a mortgage on the car. They have mortgage on the house. They have bill to pay. They have education. They live high standard life. When you have 400 soldiers, leave the wife at home, and the wife at night don't have somebody to lean the head on, and she cry because the kids ask, "Where is daddy?" Because the boys love to see every day the daddy home. 400 soldiers, very mad what they did to us. They left the houses. Now they cannot pay the mortgage. They cannot work. All the restaurant closed. 70% from the business door shut down. This is a big damage for our country. Now they're talking about now to do ceasefire. Ceasefire to stop the fire. Okay, ceasefire.
What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, ceasefire of what? 400,000. They're gonna go home and come tomorrow again. What? Ceasefire. I tell you how it's ceasefire. Very simple. Those people down the ground should get the telephone from one of the Egypt or Qatar or Dubai. Say, "Excuse me, sir, just go upstairs, put a white flag, all of you, and this is a ceasefire." And 240, 239 people then been kidnapped. Bring them upstairs nicely, and in 2 minutes, ceasefire. Very simple. Simple as that. And they're going to prevent, maybe God knows, okay, when we say something, it has to be correct. I cannot predict how many people is in underground. And if somebody tell you 20,000, 30,000, there is a liar. Every information that I'm going to give you, you can take it and review it and look at it after. It's correct. We don't know. Nobody know how many people dying inside and how many people inside. But if they are responsible people, Hamas, they should say, "Excuse me, sometimes you play game and you see you're going to lose. Don't spend time. Say, "Excuse me, sir, done. Leave." They see that we're not going to let them come out of it, and we surround them. If they are responsible, they should say, "Excuse me, here is the people that we took, and that's it. We're coming out. This is the ammunition. We're going home." The ceasefire could stop if they have brain. They will never start this war. If they have a brain, they never kill so many and ruin so many people. And if they have a brain, they calculate what Israel will do to them. And I think if they knew in the beginning that that's what's going to happen to them, in the very bad dream, they're not going to do this. Because look, what happened to them? What happened to them? all the money, everything they invest over there, it's gone. And they're going to be out. So if they want to be ceasefire, my advice, and who I am, I'm nobody. I'm not the government man, and I'm not running this war. The ceasefire should be three conditions. One, all the people they took, their family, their father, their mother, their families need to come to the last one. Not I will send you 12 people, 13 people every day, give me this, give me that. No, 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 no. 239 out. Then all the soldiers, everybody return them. All the boys inside, the Palestinian boys, the fighting for the Hamas, need to be returned to the parents. I want you to know, none of the parents that the kids inside fighting, they're happy with this. No father wants to lose his son. The Hamas forcing them to fight. Those boys need to go back to the parents alive. Every human being is a word by himself. You know, in the Torah we said, Bishvili nivra olam. Every person should say, God create all this beauty of the world for me. Every person is everything. We believe in the Bible. The Bible been giving, commanding who belong Israel. Abraham lived 4,000 years ago. God told them, go from your country, from Iraq. Lech lecha, go to Israel. He went to Israel. God took him out of the house. He tell him, start counting the star. He cannot count the star. So God tell him, if you cannot count the star, this is going to be your kids, that you cannot count them. And all Israel will be yours. Now, we have three religions, major religions. One of them, Judaism. Second one is Christianity. And the third one is Muslim. And the entire world today, I want you to know, you put one Jew, there is 100 Muslim. This is the figuration, how many Jew we have, how many Muslim. We need to look at the Bible. The Christian believe in the Bible, the Jew believe in the Bible, and the Muslim. Look over there, it says very clear who belong Israel. We have a friends and we have a neighbor in Gaza. Tfaddal, welcome. Let's live nice. Don't come during the night when people celebrating and shoot them. In the most Jewish respected holiday, Simchat Torah, is the holiday that we dancing with the Torah. Like we come in Ramadan, we do this to them. How the world gonna behave? It will never happen. A Jew will never come in Ramadan. And you know what? One Jew put a finger on Arab, Israel will put him for lifetime in jail. We don't want to see none of the Arab, none. Nobody touch him or show him anti-Semitic or dislove. And I'm repeating, whatever the Hamas did, they did something that the mind cannot understand and believe. We give you money, we give you gasoline, we give you water, we're fitting you feet, we give you money to go home and love your wife and put bread on the table, and we sit together on the same table. We put a border with no ammunition, with no tanks for you guys to feel good. We are buddy, like Sahbi Sahbak. We are like a family. You don't come and you kill us. It was demonstration in Los Angeles, come Palestinian beat up a Jew. Why? You think different, talk to the guy. He's 90, 70 years old, 69 years old. Why you beat him up?
The guy with
Talk.
the megaphone?
Yeah, talk. Listen, we have different opinion. It's demonstration. Everybody can come and everybody should celebrate. It's kind of a good time to go to a demonstration. Everybody has opinion. Let's talk. Why are you using hands?
This seems to be an issue that everybody's got a very strong opinion about on one side.
Opinion should not be criminal act.
No, I gotcha. But
you know, the putting picture, somebody has a building in Manhattan. His own building, he paid taxes on the building. He would like to put over there the picture of the people that are missing to show the world. People coming, those people never been in Palestine. Those people don't know what is the confrontation between the Jew and them, between Israel and they come and they take the picture and you ask them, did you ever been in Palestine? No. Did you know something about the history? No. So why you do this? We against the Jew.
What do you?
Why,
We
though?
cannot,
Why are
we
we keeping
cannot
people?
create in America anti-Semitic like what happened in Germany. America, the Constitution is a free speech, is a free country, is a free for everybody. You could be Jew. You can see when the World Trade Center fell, and it was the big tragedy by those people that came from Arab country, and Obama put a mask over there. Nobody say nothing, and it's okay. No problem. Put mask. You didn't see Jewish people come and put the building down or do something. You want to do mask, pray over there. But don't do criminal things to people.
Right.
Religious, you see, religious should not be leading to people to do criminal. We're living in a world that we want to live in peace. We don't want to see people fighting and spending the money for bomb, for ammunition. We need to live with peace. We finish the work, we have to be spiritual, to have good time, happy hour. People should travel, the world should be safe. You go today to London, you're not safe. You go to Paris, you're not safe. And if Israel not going to be strong today with all these people they're doing those stuff that I don't want to say even on my mouth, what is this? Even Europe not going to be safe. Even every place is not going to be safe. I was in Paris going with in the train as a rabbi, and you should see how people look at me. You know, some people come from different Arab country. We need to stop this. Everybody do criminal act need to be stopped and punished.
Why is it happening now, Rabbi? What's different about the times we're living in now, where people are more emboldened to do those things?
Because different countries that I don't want to mention the name, they're putting huge money, millions, if not trillions, to university, and they're putting fire against the Jew. And if you ask this student, okay, sit down. Did you ever been in Israel? No. Did you ever need anything to do with the Jew? No. Did you ever been in Gaza? No. So why you giving opinion? What you have to do with Israelis? Did you ever enjoy in Israel? No. So why are you giving your opinion? Because somebody paid them. Somebody paid the money to make the fire in the street. And this is need to be stopped. There is a couple ways to be stopped. First of all, education. Educate people to understand what is Hamas, what is Palestinian, what is Arab. We have 2 million Arab live in Israel. Every day they come to the houses and they work. And we're happy with them. They take care of us and we take care of them. We pay them. Nobody do nothing for nothing. And we live nice. We live in comfortable life. Everybody need to understand that Hamas, whatever they did, they built up, it worked for them as a business to get from Iran, to get from different country money. We come, we bomb them, they build them up, and the money go to Switzerland for their own saving. They don't care about the people over there. If they care about the people, you don't see people, they don't even have teeth. You know, they don't go to dentists. They live very poor life. And you know how many trillions go to 7 mile. Gaza is a 7 mile or 10 mile from each side. And the condense over there for people for square feet is so much. How come people live in such a poverty over there? What is all the trillion that all the people give donation to this country? How come it doesn't come $1 to the citizens? Now when Israel did it, now we're gonna watch for the citizen. After we finish, we clean the Hamas, we make sure that anybody invests money in the Gaza is not gonna be for under tunnels, and is not gonna be for the government, it's gonna be for the people. And Israeli people work very hard, they pay taxes, and the money of Israeli taxes every month go to the Palestinians. We're not gonna give them money no more. We're gonna give them produce. We're gonna give them education. We need to see that every Palestinian boy that he go to college, that he understand what is life. We need to create over there like Switzerland. We need to create over there because Gaza is, you never know, but it's the most nice property in the world. Is a beach over there, beautiful weather, a gorgeous place. We need to turn it to a paradise. The Arab countries, they have so much money. If they decide to make the place distinguished and nice, You don't need ammunition over there. Let's presume, for 30 years, everybody fighting the Palestinians should have country. Shimon Peres, Rabin, Ehud Barak, and Olmer, everybody say, and Obama, everybody say, need to be two countries, one Palestinian, one Israel. Now, I'm not going to go into detail if they're right or not right. It's not my level, and I'm not a politician to talk gossip about nobody. For me, all of them nice. But let's presume that Israel will give them a country. Now they can have aeroplane, they can have airports, they can have pilots, they can have and the beach, they can have a navy. Presume that Israel need to fight today with not missile, they need with the F-16 or 35 or also all the plane from Russia. We need to fight with all this and Tel Aviv and Ashdod and Haifa and Metula. They detect from side to side 3 minutes in a plane. Will be no Israel. They'll take us over like this. So we don't give him a country, you don't give a gun to a boy because you don't know what to do with it. You don't give a knife to 2 years old. He's going to cut himself. We don't give him country because we don't trust them. Country you give to people that after you give them the country, you come after 1 year, you see progress, you see prosperity, you see challenge and solution. For them, there is no challenge. They just underground, bomb, kill Israel, take over Israel. Why? Because they want to take Jerusalem. They believe that Jerusalem and Israel belong to them, and they don't want to make the citizen happy. They want to go after idea, not take over Israel.
Is this Hamas as distinguished from the Palestinians?
They're definitely different of them. The Palestinian wants to live, but the Hamas, they're representing evil of Iran, evil of taking over Jerusalem, and over fanatically, you understand? And if they're fanatic and religious, how come they rape women? Religious people don't do this. When you are religious, everything what you do, it has to be with God, spiritual. But when you are killing people in another way, you show you're religious, something wrong with you. You cannot be religious, go to church, and after go with gun to steal a bank, to rob a bank. It doesn't go like this. You are religious, everything should be homogenic, united with God, spiritual. You understand? You cannot kill people and say, I'm religious. You understand? And you can rape a woman and steal money from your government, from your country, not to feed people, not to take care of people. You understand? You need a government to be there. They're living on salary. Let's say you work in the government, you get $5,000 a month salary. The rest of the money go to people. Go to infrastructure they need for to build up the country, build hospital, build education. A lot to do, when you have a country. But how you can give a country that people, all the money go for ammunition? How you can build country like this? If you don't have, how you build up a country successful? Tourist. Which tourist wants to go over there to spend $1 when he knows that you're gonna rape him or steal your wife or kill you?
What is the Israeli economy based on?
Israeli economy based on Israel, because everything is working over there. When tourists come to Israel, everybody
what do they do though? What do they make? What do they sell?
Israel is the most technique high-tech in the world.
Okay.
And first of all, people have grocery, they have food, they have kibbutzim, they grow up stuff, high-techs, lawyers, like America, normal life. People go every day in the morning to work. And some people in the real estate business, I want you to know the real estate in Israel is booming now. There is a big require for apartments. Israel is growing, government of Israel, and the Arab used to come and build with us. Most of the builders, they are Arab. And it's for us no good because everything now is handicapped, nothing working because the Arab not coming. And for them, they don't make money. And those people, instead to stay in the houses, now they put them south next to Egypt. So everything is bad for everybody.
Rabbi, what do you think is going to happen in the next year or two, and do you think this could escalate into a
This is a good
much larger
question.
conflict?
I will tell you a secret. I'm not a prophet. I'm a simple person. I can tell you what is my wish as a rabbi, what I want to see over there. I remember 60 years ago, I went with my father to Gaza, and we did some business with those people. And after we finished the business, they brought us a beautiful, beautiful fish from the ocean. And because we eat kosher, they make sure the barbecue, everything was brand new, everything was good. And we eat with them. We went to the beach after. We enjoy, went to the houses. We enjoy very much. Up to the Hamas came over there, we can go there, we enjoy with them. Today they can come to us, we cannot go to them. I want to see that we can go to them, they can come to us. And we're not scared from each other. And I want to see tourists from all over the world come to visit Israel. After they take a bus to go to Gaza, to go shopping over there, open up nice places, and for people to be there, to be a church over there, to be a mosque, to be a synagogue, to live. I can show you from the Bible that in the Bible time used to be synagogue in Gaza. Used to be a life of Jewish over there. We need to stop the hatred and we need to live together. You know, it's not good for the parents when a woman get pregnant, her dream is that her son will be somebody, a doctor, lawyer, working, having wedding, this, that. You don't bring a son to put him in the Hamas underground 50 meter with no air and no place to sleep over there underground and to fight for what? What is all fight for all about? Why all the Arab in the world don't say, hey, guy, stop. We need to save all these boys. I'm not talking about the Jewish. We are Baruch Hashem, thank God. You know how you say Baruch Hashem, you know how to say thank God in Hebrew?
No.
So could you repeat after me? Both
Sure.
of you. Baruch Hashem, say Baruch Hashem. Baruch. No, you say also. Baruch. Repeat after me, learn something in your life. Say Baruch. Say Baruch.
What is it?
Baruch.
Baruch.
Hashem.
Hashem.
Be'ezrat Hashem, Baruch Hashem, thank God. And that's what we need to see over there. I'm not worried about the war. Israel, they know how to plan, how to make the war successful. But my advice for the Hamas, if they listen to me, and I pray to God that somebody will give it to them, please stop fighting to let your own kids dying. Go outside like a man, say we're stopping. Here is the people we kidnapped 240, take it home, and let's move on from there. And we find the day after, sit down on the table, let's talk. Let's talk. What we need to talk? Education, health, hospital, medicine, how to make these people making money. Already, both side people got killed. Okay, we understand with the war, we cannot get nowhere. We understand this. Now, as a leader, of a Jewish leader, you ask me what I want to see, not what's going to happen. What's going to happen, I don't know. I'm not a prophet, I told you. I want to see that people start talking and sitting like a mensch, like a human being, how to build better Middle East. Because Iran, whatever they do over there, they're living in a very big palace. If you go to Iran, you see these people, they're putting the fire in what kind of luxury they live and what kind of carpet they're walking on. You say, oh my God, they're getting killed and they're sitting over there living like a king, drinking whiskey. Even Arabs should not drink a whiskey. So why to fight? For them? Let's build a different Middle East. Tourists come from all over the world. They go over there, they're enjoying. You can put a beautiful, over 100 beaches on the hotel on the beaches. Israel will go there. American will go there. Money will come to the place. And let's turn this place to a place that generates love. Life is all about three things:
Good.
to be in peace, to generate God, to promote God. God is upstairs, he's not here. God is downstairs if we promote him. We need to promote God by peace. God is peace. One of the name of God is Shalom. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. God is peace upstairs, as God want to see peace downstairs. As we sing, עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו, אמרו אמן. עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל חי. Am Israel Chai, Am Israel is alive. If anybody think that they're going to finish us, it will never happen. You know, Hitler killed 6 million Jews. My father came from Stalin head. Stalin want to kill all the Jews. And you know what? He was not successful to kill us. Let me tell you a story that you're going to be fascinating from this story. When Stalin went in Russia, he told that no Jew allowed to pray, no Jew allowed to worship God, and anybody worship God got killed. One day, the army of Stalin went to one of the houses, and they find one of the rabbi putting tefillin. You know what it means, tefillin? Tefillin, every day, the Jewish people, you know, we have mezuzah on the door, and we put tefillin. We wrap a tefillin. It's a small box, like 4 centimeter and 4 centimeter, and there is a parchment with name of God. We put it on the head and we put it on the hand. This is called tefillin, and all the Jewish people in the world, they're putting it every day in the morning, and they pray with this. So one rabbi was praying with tefillin. Stalin army came inside, and they saw the guy with tefillin. They beat him up. They said, "This is Russia. You're not allowed to pray." They took the head of the tefillin and they threw it on the table, on the floor, and they took him to Sibir. But those soldiers, ladies and gentlemen, did not know that this guy also has the tefillin on the hand. He hired that. And they took him to Sibir. He was there for many years. After many years, he escaped from there and ran through Russia, through Iran, through Turkey to Israel. When he came to Israel, he was so happy, and he was very poor because he came out of jail in Russia. He started collecting donation. And you know, one of the big mitzvah is what good things you do, is to give tzedakah, it's to give money to poor people. So he used to go to houses in Israel, say to people, I ran from Russia, give me, everybody give him $1, $2. He rent a small room. He lived over there for many years. Ladies and gentlemen, now the story starts. One day somebody told him, why you collect money only in Tel Aviv? Go to Jerusalem also to collect money. People give also over there. He took a taxi. He said, I'm going to have a good time. He went to Jerusalem. And he started going to people in Jerusalem, please give me donation, I'm poor. Everybody give him. He said, oh my God, Jerusalem is better than Tel Aviv. People, very spiritual, they're giving me good. All of a sudden, he looked on the sign, he saw a store that's selling tefillin. He went inside, he said, excuse me, I have a very silly question for you. I'm looking to buy tefillin, but I have tefillin of the hand because he kept it. Stalin did not see it. And he kept it for many years in the jail. I need only the head. So the guy started laughing at him. He said, well, are you making joke out of me? We're selling only a pair. We don't sell one. All of a sudden he was thinking. He said, you know what? Wait a second. A lady come to me and she want to sell me the head. Wait a second. Leave me your tefillin of hand and come in couple hours. He went to Jerusalem, he collected a lot of donation, he came back to the store to take this tefillin for the hand, for another next morning to pray. The store was jammed with people, a lot of men, over 100 small kids, this, that. He said, oh my God, maybe they call police because I collect donation. So the guy tell him, stop, relax. He said, you see the tefillin that you have in your hand? somebody come to sell me tefillin of head, and I put both of them, and I find out is the same factory made it, and I start investigating. Happened to be that this woman, she's your wife. She find it on the floor when they took you to jail, and this is your wife. And she saw the lady say, "You my wife? I didn't see you for 40 years." Yeah, 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 it's your wife. And all of a sudden, he see his wife, he see his kids, because he kept the hand and he kept it. He said, "You know what? God put me in jail. He didn't take it and put it on the garbage." He said, "You know what? Even God punished me. He sent me to jail." And guess what? All his kids was a big builder in Jerusalem. They give him a key of brand new car. They took him to a very fancy house, and he went back to his wife. You know why? Because he did not give his faith. He kept his faith of the hand, and the wife kept the faith of the head of the tefillin, and God put them together. This is the Jewish world. You know, no matter where we go, you go to America, you go to China, you go to Israel, you go to Turkey, you go to every place, all the Jewish people, we have the same prayer, the same tefillin, the same tzitzit, the same mitzvah, the same circumcised. We are all united. In the Torah, for 4,000 years, not even one doubt been changed. You know, we don't have Jane and this and that. They changed the Bible by us. You know, you cannot change one dot. You cannot change. Everything is identical for 4,000 years. And if anybody think by coming and killing us and come to the house and rape the woman of the Jewish people, they will accomplish nothing, they just embarrass themselves. This is embarrassing for all the people that believe in Hamas. You don't want to see somebody walk up at night and rape and do stuff. And I don't want to tell you what else, because I was there and I saw it in my eyes. I went to do bar mitzvah for my grandchildren and I got stuck over there. And also Hashem blessed me to give 25,000 shekel for the gasoline, for Zaka, the ambulances. And I would like to bless my best friend, Yossi Lando, that he's part of Zaka, that he phenomenal person. And he's my friend. And I'm not going to go to detail because security, how was difficult to go and pick up all this body. We want to see as a religious man, as a synagogue man. I would like to see all the churches in the world condemn what happened. We would like to see all the Muslims come and hug us and kiss us to say, Jewish people, we are sorry for what happened. We make sure the terrorists will go away from us and we bring love to each other. Because at the end of the day, we have three religions. And these three religions, we have to keep them very, very united. Judaism, Christianity, and Muslim. Muslim, they are kids of God. They are kids of Abraham, from Ishmael. We need to be spiritual to each other. We have dispute. You see how we talk? We talk, we can go someplace. There is a lot of land in the world. You know, from Gaza to Egypt, you can put all United States over there. Not by high rises, by houses. There is a solution. But we need to turn all this hatred to talk.
So now, along those lines, I have one final question for you, Rabbi, and thank you for being so generous with your time. The main complaint that I see, whether it's through social media or wherever you hear people fighting about this stuff, is that the Israeli military, in carrying out these strikes in defense, are taking out too many civilians on the Palestinian side. That's the complaint that I hear most often.
What do you mean? I don't understand the question.
The complaint that I hear most often from people who are against Israel right now is that they claim that when Israel carries out their strikes in defense, they're hurting a lot of Palestinian civilians as casualties, right? There's a lot of collateral damage to civilians. What would you say to somebody who makes that kind of a claim?
Okay, first of all, if Israel would like to go after civilian, how come they open up the border and make sure nobody touch them and take them safely, over 1.5 million people, nicely, to go to the other side and save them? If Israel want to touch civilian, why the war is so much? How come Israel putting so many millions every day with United States that God bless America to give 100 trucks that condense with so much food and everything. If you want to kill them, we close the border. 3 days they're dead. Who's watching the Palestinians not to die? Nothing happened to them. Us. How come the Hamas holding them in mask and don't let them leave? We want them to save them. You see, you can talk in the media whatever you want. You see, you ask me question, I can give you whatever I want story. If I'm right, no. Opinion, it doesn't make things right. People said Israel not worry. You can see the fact. Fact is talking. Look at the media. Israel making people to leave. They are throwing from aeroplane paper, say, please, if you want to save your life and your family, leave the area. For 25 days, Israel only fighting a person that pull up a weapon. You put weapon on the Israeli army, you get killed. Don't pull weapon, put your hand up, nobody touch you. We don't kill, we are Jewish. For us, it's a big sin to take somebody's life. But the Torah said, Akam leorgecha, ashkem leorgo. If somebody stand up to kill you, you first want to take him. This is a law by the Jewish law. If they're going to put the hand up, nobody touch them. Not only they don't, they obligated to give him medicine, they obligate them to see how he's doing, they obligate him to give him food. We are kids of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We are mercy people. We're not there to kill. We're there to stop the war. We cannot leave people to come on the border, break the border, and come to our houses and put machine guns and kill us. Cannot be that in one day 1,500 people got killed, 141 there is no head, we don't know how to identify them, and 3,000 people got wounded. I was in Israel every day, 15, 20 barriers. And for us, it's very important to bury, and we need to know who died because the wife need to get married again, and we need to make sure this is the right guy that died to release the wife. Also, we're not allowed to leave the blood on the floor. We have to clean the blood and bury the blood, because if the blood on the floor getting cursed. Do you know what kind of challenge we went for 3 weeks to solve this issue they did?
What's the problem with the blood on the floor? Can you repeat that? Because I've never heard of that.
You're not allowed. If somebody died and he got killed, he's not an animal. It's blood. There is a life inside. You have to create. You have to collect the blood and bury it with the body, because the blood is power. It can curse the land. You know, we can. You know, when Adam and Eve eat from the tree, God cursed the land. That's why the Jewish people, we don't allow to walk on the floor with no shoes, because the land is cursed by God. You see Jewish people, they have shoes and they walk on the land. You cannot leave somebody blood on the floor and leave. And we have.
Oh, he froze.
You still there, Rabbi? We've lost him.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, I wonder, is that true on the beach too? They can't.
I don't know. I'll have to ask.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard about that, but that's interesting.
All right.
Knowledgeable.
We'll give it like 10 seconds. If he doesn't, I think we're going to just end it on that, because he was very generous with his time. And it was great to have him on. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, certainly, interesting. Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Hey, Rabbi.
Hello.
We lost you.
Hello.
Hello. We got you.
Yeah.
You hear him?
Hello. Now we see each other?
Yeah. Yes. You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
What happens when you're on the beach? Are you allowed to take your shoes off on the beach?
On beach is different.
Okay.
On the beach is different, but on the house and this is different. Because on the beach you can hurt yourself, you know.
Okay.
So you have a beach shoes until you go to the water.
Okay.
Because the ocean was not cursed.
Okay.
I want you to know, Judaism is such a beautiful religious, that if you come into it and you start learning, you see it's a beautiful. There's no reason, you understand, to live with hatred. You understand?
Yeah.
And we can offer them a lot. We have technology. We have a lot of good things to offer the Palestinian. If they're going to be sincere with us, they can live like a kings. And for many years, the border was open. Everything was good until the Hamas came. The Hamas started something new to separate the Jew from the Arab. And look, now we make a peace with Dubai. You know how many millions of Israeli went over there, put a lot of money over there, enjoyed there. There is a synagogue in Dubai. It's Arab country. You should see how educated the Dubai. They have a airline. You go to the plane, you think you are in heaven. Beautiful woman working over there, nice, dress kosher. They're nice to people. They fit us, everything. That's the way to do it, you know. Let's build a paradise. Let's build a place that everybody will be proud of this place. We're tired of killing and animosity and doing crime stuff and to have attacked and stuff like this, you know, criminal attack. We're tired of this. To steal car in Israel, take it to Gaza, sell it over there, sell the part, put the missile on Tel Aviv all the time. Enough is enough. We cannot live like this. Things need to be changed, you know?
Yeah.
So we just want peace, right?
We want peace. And I would like to thanks to Biden for the beautiful stuff he did for us. And I would like to get invitation.
I don't know how much you're going to get our listeners to get on board with you with that one, but
you never know. You never know. You never know. You know, I'm from the White House 20 minutes, half an hour. I'm in Baltimore. I will be more than happy to meet Biden personally, to thank him. And, you know, sometime one board, one good positive things we say can bring all of us together. And let's pray that the Hamas will stop and stand up and say, we don't want the war and nobody will kill no more. It could be stopped, the war, in 5 minutes. Return the people, stand up and say, we don't want to fight no more. Yeah. Even today, if Hamas people leave and go, nobody bothered them. Nobody bothered them. Just leave.
Isn't that what Trump said? He wants people to stop dying?
What you say?
Isn't that what Trump said? Trump said he wants people to stop dying. He wants this to end.
What you mean?
I think that's what Trump said when they asked him what he thought about it. He hopes that people stop dying and that they could end this.
Listen, nobody should die. Let's pray to God that all gonna come together. First of all, I would like to thank you guys, you know, to give me the opportunity to talk positive. I told you, I'm not an army man, and I'm not into say, kill them, do this, do. No, I am a rabbi that I want to see the world better. I want to see that everybody respect his religious, and I want to see people sending the kids to good education, and I want to see the world stop having animosity. Only love, and only to bring the Messiah that is going to be among us and happy with us. Because when we do killing each other, God is not happy with us. The world is not happy. People have anxiety, panic attacks, scaredness. Economy is no good. We need to focus on the economy. We need to focus to make money and pay taxes to make the world better. We need to make sure government is happy. We should not be worried about killing and killing and killing. This is not the future of the world.
Yeah, it's a good message, Rabbi. Good message.
This is my message to the world.
Appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much.
And I'm asking all the churches, all the synagogue, all the mosques in the world, let's get together, all the three religions, and let's bring love to the world. Three religions, the Muslim, the Jewish, the Christian. Let's bring love to each other. Instead to figure who is guilty, if they did it or not did it, let's start thinking and day after, when the Hamas put the end up and it will be no more war, how all of us can get together and worship God, that God is happy from all of us. That's the direction should be, you know, love, and make sure that everybody will worship his religious and not to talk gossip on any other religious and not to say that Hamas, they are Muslim, this, no, it's nothing to do with Muslim. We have 2 million Muslims in Israel. Trust me, I have no problem to sit down and dance with them in a wedding. Muslim, they are good people. It's nothing to do with Muslim.
If we could just all get along, we wouldn't have these problems.
Yeah, but I'm giving the message to the world. Yeah. It's nothing to do with Muslim. Mm-hmm. It's nothing to do. It's something to do with Hamas. They're making money from all this killing and this and that. And Iran and all this need to be stopped.
Right.
God bless you guys.
God bless you.
God bless you, Rabbi. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next
Li
week.
la li li la lam. La la li li la lam. We love America. God bless America.
God
God
bless
bless
America. All
America.
right. Thanks, Rabbi.
Bye bye.